Alrighty. So you're currently in this secret dungeon underneath the volcano that got blown up, known as Renan's Folly. Having finally worked your way through the first floor, through the second floor with all the machinery involved, you found yourselves descending the elevator tube to the third level. And having emerged onto a 20 foot wide balcony that looks to kind of go around to the left and to the right, encircling a gigantic wilderness area. And you can see that it looks like the wilderness is about 80 feet down to the ground, like you're high up above the tree line. Vines and creepers having crawled their way up and over some of the balcony railings. And last session, if you recall, you had to fight some of them off as they were a bit aggressive. For reference, like here is a view.
Wait, Ruffles, Peter, you guys here?
Yeah.
Okay. Wasn't certain the name wasn't updated.
Oh, yeah, I did not change my name. I usually do that like when I join the server on Saturday, so.
So yeah, you're in that balcony. You can hear what sounds like birds is down in the foliage below. Several doors to the north and south are coated with violet keycards.
Well, let's step out onto the balcony.
You're already
Actually,
there.
wait. How injured are we, guys?
That fight wasn't terribly bad. I'm pretty sure I'm full. I gotta open Freeman's sheet 1 second.
And did we
Yeah, I'm
take a long
full.
rest recently?
I don't think we had any really heavy combat since our long rest. Other than the vines, but that was relatively short fight with somebody carrying around a literal boulder.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm good. How well lit is it in here?
It's the ceiling, which is about 20 feet above you, is lit and seems to be casting, like a soft orange whitish glow mimicking sunlight.
So the entire ceiling is one contiguous color. It doesn't like have an artificial sun moving around on it.
Correct. And to the south, you can see that there are some openings that look to lead into a bit of like a room that is not lit. It looks like only this outer area covering the foliage is lit by this bright light.
Well, let's go check that out. To the south, the first door.
Okay, so the first door is the small violet door.
Yep, beep boop beep. With like our keychain of key cards.
Alright, yeah, the door slides open, revealing a 20 by 20 room, another violet door to the south. A trio of boxy protrusions emerge from the walls in this small chamber. Each trails a thin rope-like coil ending in an odd fork-shaped ornament. A cylindrical metal creature with tentacle arms is present here, along with three bulkier metallic monsters with duck-like heads. None of them appear to be moving.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think when I reset the ship, I turned all the robots off. Which is kind of funny. They're working fine till we got here.
This is such a bizarre dungeon.
Well, yeah. I like it.
I propose we split up and search for clues. I'll take the lake in the middle.
Leap off the balcony and fall 80 feet to the ground?
God no.
What?
I'd find a stairwell.
Well, let's
Better yet,
explore the balcony.
I'd throw vines over the side and then slide down.
I mean, it's 80 feet. I have
So
500
wait,
feet of rope.
Yeah, but it's not as cool as using the vines.
this
Yeah,
is
okay.
inside the dungeon, right?
Yes.
Yes, underneath the second floor. We explored the first floor. That was full of rooms. The second floor was full of machinery. This is the third floor descending, and it's full of trees. But that would explain why they don't really have a need for an oxygen supply.
What is this, the Great Tomb Menagerie? Shit.
Well, we got a room with a couple of things in here. Let's give her a check-sees. Or we can open the door to the south, or we could go back out in the hallway. What do you guys want to do?
Let's check out the room to the south really quick, because it's got a big door.
Yeah, like a garage door, kind of. Like, it's not even a 10-foot door. It's a 15-foot door. Are these 10-foot squares or 5-foot squares?
5-foot squares.
Okay. Yeah, Gilbert using 10-foot squares has thrown me off for all maps forever.
I mean, I have maps that use 10-foot squares, but this particular map is 5-foot squares.
Look,
No, it's
those
okay.
maps were using 10-foot squares. Look, man, I can only do so much for you. I'm sorry.
All right, let's open the door to the south in here.
Okay. The violet door slides open, revealing a large space crammed with giant boxes and cylinders, each marked with indecipherable glyphs. These containers are stacked near to the ceiling in places and are arranged with some semblance of order. Aisles pass through the stacked piles, leading deeper into the chamber. Some of the containers appear damaged, and there are heaps of moldering organic and rusting metallic debris spilling from them. You can see that you're at the other side of a large violet door to your east. As you kind of poke your head around, you can see a large black door to the northwest.
All right.
Before we proceed, I want to ritual cast comprehend languages. It's good for an hour, so
Okay. So yeah.
And while he's doing that, I'll go pop the black door.
Okay. You go and pop the black door, revealing another large space stacked with similar looking crates and cylinders. To the north, another large black door.
Okay, so that first room we came in was like the vestibule for the storage area. And then there's a storage area and a secondary storage area. Well, that would explain why we didn't find any large empty rooms full of stuff, just small storerooms. This is essentially the warehouse part of the ship. And they stuck a jungle in the middle of it for some reason. All right, well, let's sweep these rooms, then we'll that way we don't get too much information at once.
Okay.
Alright.
So
Wait, I've got an idea.
Is
It could be that the area we're in is, given the length of abandonment, maybe it was at one point a farm of some variety.
Oh, you're saying that the yeah, I suppose 500 years you can grow a lot of trees in that time.
Hmm? It might have originally been like a more regulated agricultural environment, and that's why the upper floor has minimal storage, and this could be the source of its food.
Yeah, that could be. Although, I mean, if we're going with space age mentality, typically your grow rooms would be the same size as a deck. You just yeah, the amount of volume in
We
here
don't know
suggests
space
that
age
it's
stuff, and who knows what they're doing.
Hmm?
Well, one, we don't know space age stuff, and two, who knows what's going on here at this point?
Well, I mean, given the layout down below with that large lake, it doesn't really look like a effective agrarian setup. Without even knowing space age information, having a giant water pool in the middle of your growing area doesn't really make sense. It looks more like a garden.
Depending on its function, it could be a utilitarian combination of the two.
Mm,
Uh,
like
I,
a fishing pond, even.
yeah, sort of. I forget the exact name for it, but it's a type of where you combine animal husbandry grazing land with like trees that you take fruit out of. I forget the exact name for it, but that's a thing.
I know what you're talking about, actually. Shit. There's a
Just
name for it. You're right.
just think about it. They're having to sustain this in a volcano
All right. Well,
in the
let's
middle
take
of Ivrevia. Like,
let's take
where
a
are they
let's take a
finding
gander on the
farmland?
balcony with my spyglass under. Can I take a look at some of the trees? Do they look like fruit bearing?
Some of them do, yes. Some of them
And
are
the trees
ferns.
that
It appears to be a somewhat tropical environment.
Okay, so the trees that are non-fruit bearing, do they have any semblance to trees that I might recognize?
Yes.
And
Yeah,
in a
these
agrarian,
these trees and the like do not appear to be especially alien looking to you.
okay. So in an agrarian setup, would you have non-producing trees to substitute something in the soil?
Yes, absolutely you would.
Okay.
Like if you're
So,
not
yeah.
making a strict orchard where it's all one type of tree to grow one type of fruit, if you were trying to set up something, if you were trying to say replicate a natural environment, you would absolutely have non-fruiting trees. Things like bugs, birds, certain types of insects all depend on certain types of non-burrowing or non-fruiting trees.
All right. Mentioning bugs and birds, do I hear any noises?
Yeah, there are the noise. As I said before, you can hear you can hear what sound like birds and insects.
All right. Can I capture one of the birds with the spyglass? Get a look at it.
Yes.
Does it look native to this world? Like, is it something that I might have seen in a book at some point? Just taking a look
Make
at
a
a
nature
couple of
check.
the birds.
Make a nature check. As you can see, these birds have spiky tail feathers and appear to lack any sort of beak. And a small, drooping chest appendage is visible on each bird's breast. You are unsure. Like you're not an ornithologist by any means.
Yeah.
So this could
absolutely not.
this could simply be, a species of bird you just haven't seen before.
Do any of the birds that I'm looking at look like demons?
no.
No,
Okay.
wait. They have no beaks, but they have. What was that description?
They have spiky tail feathers and appear to lack any sort of beak. A small, drooping chest appendage is visible on each bird's breast.
Do they have a distinct head?
What kind of check is this?
It was
Nature.
nature check.
Yeah, I can hand the spyglass to Stein to see if he recognizes anything.
Nature check.
Yes.
Bunch of wacky looking birds. I got nothing.
Yes, there's. Do they have like a face, like a distinct head?
Yeah, do they have eyes and?
They have
Yeah.
eyes. You can see variations in plumage from dull gray to iridescent blue and green.
What's their mouth look like?
No idea.
Almost like a lizard's mouth.
Oh, so they look like
Dinosaurs.
reptiles with feathers.
Yes.
They're velociraptors.
Yeah, they're velociraptors. As soon as you said they look reptilian, I'm like, dinosaurs. Yay.
Yeah, that's why I was
Sweet.
asking about their mouths, because I'm like, okay, this sounds like he's about to pull a dinosaur joke on us.
All right. Well, given the reptilian nature of their face structure, let's see if I recollect anything in history that would match this particular creature.
You don't know of any.
Okay. dinosaurs aren't a thing in this world?
They were, and there's been you have seen skeletons and the like that have been found, but you don't recognize this bird as being among them.
Ah, okay.
Again, you're not an ornithologist. Your nature check was insufficient to say anything else really, except that
Yep.
they're weird-looking birds. But Stein does eventually finish his ritual,
Oogie doogie.
and you can see that many of the crates and containers are labeled with things like fertilizer, cement, steel, dirt, lots of those, sand.
Can I open each one and look in and see what article matches the word underneath?
Yes, and they in fact do match what's underneath. The one of steel looks to contain some type of shaped steel beams. The gravel contains gravel. The cement contains a whitish gray powdery substance that you know that if mixed with water would probably produce some type of concrete or cement. Like a dry mortar.
So I learned the words for steel.
No, the
concrete,
magic is translating them for you.
but I know what they were before. And then the items inside, I know what they are.
Presumably, yeah.
Presumably, yeah.
Oh, we
Yeah.
have concrete?
Oh no.
You have cement and
Yeah, we
gravel
can start the Roman
and
Empire.
sand.
Yeah, we have cement.
You can make concrete, but you don't have concrete. Concrete was known, like a known material. They had mortar and things like that. So cement isn't unusual. The fertilizer crates are full of manure. Because nothing else has that type of odor. By the way, the
hold
room
on.
now smells of manure.
I will take a whiff of this manure. What kind of manure?
Make a nature check.
Oh, damn, not survival?
Correct.
Damn.
You said it was cement, fertilizer, steel, and what else?
Gravel, sand, dirt.
Smells like shit.
Yeah, like all those farmers you've seen, outside of cities and stuff, it smells like manure. None of this appears to be anything of a special value. This is all materials that you're familiar with already. None of it's the steel might have some value, but you'd have to haul it out of here.
Yeah, I was looking at that, but it's like, how many crates of steel are there?
There is 1 ton of steel beams here, 2,000 pounds.
Hellfire can't melt steel beams.
What's the volume of that?
About 5 by 5 by 5. Sorry, 10 by 10 by 10. I was looking at a different crate. Yeah, it's one of the 10 by 10 by 10 crates.
All right. Well, we can throw like one of the beams. Like, are these like just 10-foot long I-beams essentially?
Box beams, actually.
Ah, okay, tube steel.
Yes.
All right, yeah, we'll just throw one of them in the portable hole to bring back to a blacksmith and have him take a look at it later on and be like,
Are
"Hey,
any of
what is
you
this worth to
proficient with
him?"
smithing tools?
Nope.
Hold on. I think I might be. Negative. I am not.
Okay. Yeah, you can throw it in a portable hole.
Wait,
I
hold
think,
on.
I think Hayes is our Smith, isn't he?
On Mondays.
On Monday, he's a smith. He doesn't play on Saturdays anymore.
Oh, that's right.
Too much thinking, apparently. I mean, I could use my channel divinity under, but just something that we can set aside and check later.
Nope, you didn't. If you didn't have the proficiency, you wouldn't have noticed the thing at this point, so nothing happens.
Ah, okay. Yeah, no, I was just saying the beam for checking it with Smith later, if that's what you're talking about. Otherwise,
No, it
I
was
did not hear anything.
I was simply asking if anyone was, at this moment, proficient with smithing tools. No one is, so we're moving on.
Alrighty.
All right. Well, let's sweep the room now that we.
That'll be a problem for another day.
And now that Stein can read, we'll investigate all of these rooms real quick.
Sure. Make your investigation check. So yeah, you're looking through these rooms, and these crates, unlike the first floor, don't show the same signs of tampering. Like nothing looks to have chewed or grappled with these boxes in some time, as evidenced by the markings on the floor, like the dust that's built up and things of that nature as you shift them around. But other than the fact that these rooms appear to have been undisturbed for some time, you find nothing else of note. Actually, I take that back. With a 23, you would notice something else. In the northern part of that southern room, on the map, you can see the chevron-looking grates. Those appear to have been repaired. As in, like, unlike the other parts of the floor that are mostly smoothly made tiles or grating, those have a bit more of a rough appearance. Like someone had hastily forged those plates into place. You know, the transition from floor to those areas is not as smooth as it is elsewhere.
Well, anybody thinking what I'm thinking?
Pry it up.
Yep. Is there a spot I can get a crowbar under one of these panels?
There is not. They appear to have been welded on all the seams with a full weld beam.
Well, I don't know what weld means, but I will make a spot.
Okay. How do you plan to do that?
I am going to ram the pry bar end of the crowbar into the floor until there is a hole.
Okay. Make a strength athletics check.
Do I have advantage from the crowbar?
No.
Right. Fair enough.
You're not prying with it, you're simply poking stuff with it.
I'm making a crowbar.
I can almost say this is an improvised weapon attack against the floor.
I can give him a hammer.
No. I mean, if we had a hammer and chisel, that might work better, but...
Well, I don't have any metalworking chisels. I have carpentry chisels.
Yeah.
You have a
oh, actually, you know what? I have
Don't you?
mason's tools. I probably have a chisel. And a hammer. Yes, so I will take out my hammer and chisel to do this instead. Am I coming through here?
Yeah. Well, then go
Okay.
ahead and make your strength athletics check with advantage.
Thank you.
All right, so you start banging on one of these, what looks like, the edge where they forged these plates down to the ground somehow. And as you're banging on it, you can start to see, a bit of chipping, a bit of cracking. And after an hour's worth of work, you've got like a 3-inch wide by like 1 centimeter wide gap.
Well, rather than just trying to pry this up as it is. What I might do is go around the perimeter of the plate using the chisel to weaken the metal around the weld, though I don't know what that is. I think what Stone Soup would probably call this is that the metal has a scar.
Yeah, there is a
Is-
visible
yeah.
scarring left around the edges of the forge work.
Yeah, given that it appears thicker because it would stand up a little bit, I'm not going to try to go through the scar tissue. I'll go around the outside.
Okay.
And I'll go around like that with the hammer and chisel, not going all the way through, but just weakening it.
Yeah,
so that I can
I got
pull
you.
it up.
You would also know, having now kind of worked your way in there, that while the floor is adamantine, as it is in the rest of the dungeon, the plates that have been kind of crudely forged onto the surface here appear to just be iron. It would be far easier to make the cuts to the inside of the scar.
Oh, well, then I'll do that.
Given that you know that the chisel will break before the floor does otherwise.
Mm. Well, I would have had to have done it on the inside if I'm not using an adamantine chisel, which I don't think I am.
You are not.
Yeah, then in that case, I will continue around the inside.
Okay. You spend another 3 hours just kind of working your way around this edge, kind of carving, essentially like a trough, kind of like a bit of a crack trough around the inside of this plate.
Yep. Before I finish, is anybody else doing anything?
Not really.
Okay.
Would you want us to be doing something?
No, but I didn't want any time to be wasted if somebody had something important to do.
Yeah, I mean, you've basically got 3 hours now.
Everybody but me can take a short rest if they need one.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Actually, I could use one myself, but I can't use one right now.
I mean, if you want to tag out.
I mean, yeah, this is just kind of dumb grunt work. It doesn't require exceptional strength. So yeah, if somebody wants to take over for an hour so I can get a nap.
Yeah, Lucine will tag in for a little while.
Alright.
I'll hold the chisel. Lucina hits it with the hammer.
Yep.
Alright. Well, I will need a strength athletics check.
From me first.
No, I'm still using your 21. But Lucina, if he's taking over, will need to make one. He will have advantage.
Yeah, well, let's go take a smoke break while I let the apprentices handle it.
The plural of apprentices is apprenti?
Apprentices.
Not according to Monday. It's apprenti.
Parentheses?
Oh, is this where apprentice ends in the U.S.?
Yes.
Yeah, the apprentices. Or the apprenti.
But yeah, you work your way around for that hour, so Stone Soup can also get a short rest. And yeah, so you've got this panel, a bit of a crack worked away on the inside of, what we would recognize as a weld bead, but just looks to be like this weird forging technique to you guys. And yeah, what do you do next?
Well, now that we've weakened it, I will use the crowbar to pry it up from that hole I made.
Are you trying to pry it like up and grab it, or are you just trying to make it so like it falls down?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Well, when you worked that hole into the weld bead, you would have seen that it's dark in there, but it looks like there's a void under it.
Right. Well, I don't want it to fall down in there.
Okay,
So
that's why I was
I'm gonna
asking.
try and pry it up towards myself.
Okay. Well, that will take another strength athletics check from you then.
Yep. At advantage because now I'm using the pry bar.
Indeed, for prying, no less.
I've never used a crowbar for crowing. Hey, there we go.
I mean, before the invention of the crowbar, crows just drank at home.
All right. So yeah, you managed to start prying it up and kind of, heaving it off to the side. It's extremely heavy, but with your strength athletics, you are able to move it, enough so that you could open like a 5x5 area where people could look down into.
Yep, that's big enough.
Yep. And you guys, your longest dark vision 60 feet, right?
Yeah, we have nobody special here.
Yeah, nobody with double.
Yeah. So it looks like this is a void with with walls, to three sides of it. The western side, it looks to not have a wall, but it descends straight down into darkness.
Well,
The strong smell of rotting plant matter wafts out of here.
well, I'll light up a ball bearing and chuck it down there.
Might be
Okay.
a reason this was hastily covered over.
Yeah, you can see it fall and descend onto this gray, mass. It looks like it was some type of material, loose, like an aggregate of some kind. Think like a long granary that's kind of low at the moment. And if it's kind of gives you a sense of where that's rotting. You also see a somewhat humanoid creature made primarily of what looks to be spikes, kind of stop, and you can just see it in the shadow of this light, just slowly tracing back up to look up at you guys.
Mostly made of spikes.
Yes.
What legion is it from?
Huh. You know what? I pull out an oil flask.
You can tell it looks like this.
I put a rag in the oil flask. I light the oil flask on fire. I drop the oil
Oh,
flask.
don't use it on that. It's not going to burn. Look at that.
I'm going to recommend that you close that lid.
I put the lid back in place.
All right. Well, as you drop the lit oil rag in there, I think at that point you guys are going to need initiative.
Yeah, by the way, Lucinda, this is when you yell fire in the hole. There's literally no better time. And you blow it.
Fire in the hole!
Yeah, as the molly falls down, yeah, it hits the top of this and kind of bursts. Flame starts spreading quite rapidly. It looks like whatever's down there burns easily, and this thing starts to move. But anyway, we'll cover the rest of the initiative. Just your thing did work. The area down there is now on fire.
Mm.
Who are we missing? Stein.
Yes.
Initiative. All right. So Stein, yeah, Stone Soup has pulled the top part of this hatch open, revealing the rotting remains of plants below. And then Lucina dropped a Molotov in there, which is now burning below. That plant matter looks to be fairly flammable. And you see that giant creature made of spikes down at the bottom. What do you do?
I mean, You have to ask.
He's the
I
DM.
already
He kind
seen
of does.
Lucina drop a fireball down in there, so I'm gonna do the same thing.
Okay. Well, it's 80 feet away, so you're just putting a fireball down there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Boom.
Yeah, goes down there. It detonates.
That is not good for him. This is not good.
Okay.
He tried to zig when he should have zagged.
Yeah, the fireball detonates, casting more flame about this room. You can see it's somewhat irregularly shaped, almost like it was a silo put into the side of something. The spiky creature, however, appears utterly unfazed and unaffected by the flames.
Almost like it's made of bones or something.
I mean, everything burns if it gets hot enough.
Not hot enough, apparently.
Into bonus action, draw my rapier and move away from the hole.
Okay. Yeah, you back up from the hole. Freeman?
This thing look like it has a way that it can get up here?
Unless it can climb a sheer, smooth adamantine wall, no.
Alright, well, then I'll aim a shot at it and fire a Thunderbolt at it.
Okay. Roll to hit. That's
Oh, this
critical.
is gonna be great. $63 points of thunder damage.
All right, yeah, you guys hear the loud, reverberating blast, and it looks like that damaged it.
That's it.
All right, its turn. It is going to make a sweep of its arm, and a volley of spikes utters forth, piercing through some of the plates that you didn't remove, as if they were made of thin pieces of tissue paper. And I need everybody but Dr. Stein to make dexterity saving throws. Stein said he
Hold on,
backed up.
Didn't I put the metal plate back?
You were starting to, but then that's initiative. So that'd be something
Okay,
you're
so I
trying to do on
haven't
your
done it
turn.
yet.
You have
Sure.
not done it yet.
So you should have got him in that damn hole. Nah.
Yeah, as you can see, some of these spikes that missed just punch holes straight through those, inch-thick steel plates.
What was this? A dex save?
Dexterity saving throw.
Hold on, I gotta look something up real quick.
So y'all are going down
And
there.
they punch through the plates around me, yeah.
Yes. That's why I'm saying everybody who didn't back up away from that ledge area has to make the
okay.
save.
And am I in the aura?
Who's
No,
aura?
The
Okay,
close
yeah.
range fighters to jump down in there and fight that thing.
Yeah, so Freeman passed for half. So none. Lucina failed. Stone Soup passed. Just needs Stein. Oh, wait, no, not Stein.
There is
All
no
right.
Stein.
There is no Stein. All right, so Lucina takes all of this. Stone Soup takes half.
Y'all suck.
Of 45 points of piercing damage, as foot-long adamantine spikes just rip through you.
Spine link.
You then see it walk over to the wall and start using the claws on its arm, and you can see it visibly deform the adamantine wall as it slowly begins with its arms and legs to crawl up the wall. Fortunately for you, it is 80 feet below you and is only able to get up 25 feet this round.
So do y'all want to fight this armored terror, or we could?
How much damage did it look like that I did to it?
You did not bloody it, if that's what you're asking, but you did damage it. It is injured.
Yeah.
Oh my god, wait, I just realized this thing is supposed to be huge in the picture. Look at its feet.
Yeah. There's a reason, if you look at the map, that's a 20 by 20
Anyway.
square that's climbing up. It's filling that tube.
Oh, it is actually that large.
Yes.
That large? No, that would be...
If I cast
can't be that
grease
large.
on the wall, would that slow him down?
You can see like his claws are deforming the smooth adamantine walls. He's gripping it by making his own handholds.
Oh, well,
I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna say
It
let's
deforms
get
adamantine.
Yes.
It's made of adamantine. It just shot adamantine spikes at us.
Yes, it did.
I mean, the amount of, but I don't know if magic hurts it.
I just did thunder damage to it. It took damage from thunder.
Anyway, Lucina, it is now your turn.
Hey, what do you want to bet this thing is completely immune to critical hits?
Lucina, hit it with some radiant damage.
Yeah, do me a favor. Let me handle this.
Hmm.
All right. Or rather, let me handle my own turn.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
What's its distance?
It is... I, of course, chose an odd number. It is 55 feet below you. Climbing a sheer adamantine wall. With its, claws just kind of hooking into it. Like particularly aggressive can openers.
All right. What size category is it?
It is considered a huge creature. I believe that's 20 by 20.
Sounds right.
All right.
Oh, no. It's actually all the way into gargantuan.
Oh.
Huge is 10 by 10.
That would make more sense based on
Huge
the
is
photo.
15 by 15.
Oh, yeah.
Gargantuan is
Large
20 by
is
20 or larger.
Yeah.
Okay. That changes up that option.
I was going to say, yeah, Under, you probably should have led with that when we were looking down at this thing. Oh, by the way, it's gargantuan.
Well, 80 feet away, you didn't quite have that sense of scale till it walked over and started scaling the wall, and you realized it filled the 20 by 20 space below you.
Stein, I think we found Ultima weapon.
I mean, that thing would make some hella weapons. It is
Yeah.
adamantine.
We
Yeah.
just got to get it to adamantine attack us a bunch and dodge it
Well,
all.
We'll go with this then. I'm gonna point my fingers at it,
Thunder damage hurt it.
and I am going to cast Shatter. I'm gonna upcast it to
Okay.
Level, yes.
5th level. Yep. So Shatter, 5th level. I'd like to target it and one of its handholds.
Okay. You can certainly try.
Oh, now would be such a good time for heat metal.
It is, so while normally inorganic creatures have disadvantage on Shatter, because it is resistant to magic, it's just a flat roll. And it's a con save, right?
Shatter is a con save, yeah.
Does that pass?
Motherfucker. Yeah, it passes.
It does not lose any height then.
Oh, I can think of so many druid spells that
And-
would be useful.
I will maximize this.
Okay. Yeah, you continue to damage it more, as it looks like it took the entirety of that. It is not yet bloodied. But you did damage, as I said. But as I said, it did. You did damage it.
I will use that bonus action to fly back 10 feet.
Okay.
And how high is the ceiling here?
20 foot.
All right. And I shall use the rest of my movement to walk away from the big scary monster.
Okay. So you go 40 feet to the south.
North.
North is a solid wall.
Oh. Then yes.
Okay, so you're basically among, like, you're next to those big crates that had the concrete, or the cement, the dirt, the sand, all that.
Gotcha.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Alright, stone soup.
Alright, and it's still 55 feet down?
Yes.
Well, that is too far for me to do much of anything to it.
You could jump down on it.
No, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, go for it. Be the barbarian.
You said it's been climbing, what, 25 feet around?
It climbed 25 feet last round.
Right. Okay. I know. I am going to take my 35 feet of chain and wrap it around my rock.
Okay.
And then, having done that, I'm going to ready an action to throw the entire thing down the shaft at it when it comes within,
I would have thrown it straight.
well, the chain itself is not going to be 35 feet because I need some length to wrap around it. So I think that would leave, what, 30 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Give
when
it a
comes
couple
within
of
30 feet,
rings around it to hold it.
yeah. We'll just use the eye stalks. Actually, no, that would, well, I don't think
Stress
that would
risers.
break, but yeah. Anyway. Yep, so that's my turn.
Okay. Stein.
I am going to. See, I don't want to do anything too powerful and then it'd be immune to it, and I've wasted the slot. I'm gonna go.
Nuke the fucker.
Yeah, but it's radiant damage. Ain't nobody done radiant on it, and if it's immune to radiant, fuck it, I'm gonna nuke the fucker.
All
So
right.
you can always fire a guiding bolt first and then nuke it next round. It won't be up by next round.
I don't have a guiding bolt.
Strike it with the space laser.
That's what I'm fixing to do. All right, I need a con save.
That's good.
That is very good. That is a fail. So he takes. Damn.
Wow.
Wow.
That's actually impressive.
That is, yeah. Yes, you fire off, and while for a moment it looks like he's going to take, all of this, he legendarily resists it instead.
Well, does that mean what about the other effect? Because he failed his save.
He did not fail a save. He legendarily passed it.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay then.
But he still takes half that, right?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, and it looks like Radiant's fully effective against him.
Oh. It's good to know, but I don't have any more.
Yeah, I mean he's lightly scorched by, 18 points of radiant damage.
Such a bad roll for such a powerful spell.
It is. I mean, that shit happens in dice games. Anything else, Stein?
I think I am going to. No, that's all I can. I'm gonna move back away from the hole, so I'm not looking down at him.
Okay. Freeman.
All right. Well, I do have guiding bolt prepared. So I will shoot it with one of those.
All right. Roll a hit.
And I'm aiming to. So I'll be stuck by the hole.
Okay. A 19 does not hit it.
Didn't think so. He's wearing that adamantine plate.
Anything else?
All right, that's it. Nope.
All right.
I aimed. I can't do shit when I do that.
Mm-hmm. His turn. Ah, good. He will climb up another 25 feet. This puts him 30 feet below you, which I believe triggers a thing from Stone Soup. Stone Soup, are you here?
Vader.
Pete?
Pete.
How unfortunate.
Pete,
Damn it,
drop your rock
Pete.
on the man.
You could see the whites of his eyes just drop the rock.
I don't know if Pete said BRB or not.
I
He
didn't hear
usually
him.
does. Yeah, he usually does though. That's what. So it might be his internet.
That which would be unfortunate. As this guy is going to throw his arm forward again, launching another volley of spikes, requiring deck saves from Stone Soup and Freeman, as Stein and Lucina have backed up.
How big are these spikes?
1 inch round, about a foot long.
Oh, perfect for a spearhead.
Yeah, I was gonna say all of the ones embedded in the ceiling we can get later.
Oh yeah, when this fight's over, if we survive, yeah, we're oh yeah.
What do you mean? Why do you act like we're level 5? We're fucking level 12, and we have 2 level 14. Well, 1 right now.
There's also only 3 of us in
Ooh,
combat.
I'll take half damage under.
And the monster is resistant to magic, and 2 of us are casters.
All right. I guess we're just moving on without Stone Soup for now. As the spikes tear through you, dealing 43 points of piercing damage.
22, take it or leave it.
Totally ball.
You take 21. You round
All right.
down. But I suppose, given your offer, I'll take the 22.
I'll give you 1 extra damage on me.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it. Take the 21. All right, that's all it does. Lucina.
Do I see it?
No, you backed up.
Quite far.
Yeah, you're among the boxes.
This is true.
You're like 40 feet from the opening. It's 30 feet down on a sheer, like, 90-degree metal cliff.
You know what? This seems like the time. As I cast Time Stop.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I was in the bathroom. Have I missed my reaction yet?
Yes.
Damn it.
4 turns.
You also have to
okay.
save for the spikes.
Hold on. Well, I'll leave that up. So, Stone Soup, I have an offer for you. You can take your reaction, but then you also have to make the deck save against the spikes. Otherwise, you have to skip both.
Why would I skip both?
Well, I won't make you make the deck save, but you don't get your reaction because you missed it. It's up to you.
Well, I feel like I would have to make it even if I missed it, because it's damage. But sure, I'll take it.
Okay. Then make your reaction.
All right. Just one attack.
Yep.
So I get my...
So you're throwing this at him?
Yep.
Alright, well. I guess it's just a straight-up strength attack, then. Unless you're proficient with improvised throwing weapons. It's
no, so
like
I
a
will take off
big chunk
my-
of cement you're just throwing down there.
Pretty
Is he
much.
proficient with gravity?
Let's see, we'll make this the, God. Oh, and I can't reckless this because it's not my turn.
Correct.
There you go.
You
off the
miss.
Okay, and now the deck save.
And now you need to make a dex save. You fail and take 43 points of piercing damage.
Ah.
Alright, so sorry, Lucina, coming back to you. Time stop, 4 turns.
Indeed, I've got 4 turns to work with here. So, let's see, I'll run up.
So, how much movement speed you got?
30 feet.
Okay, so you're 10 feet away from it, from the opening. And you're still on that first turn, where you cast Time Stop.
Alright, does this thing look like it has organic body parts?
No.
Okay. Had to be clear. Alright, so I'll pull out the vial of yellow ooze. And I'm going to cast Fly on myself.
Okay.
So that's turn 1.
No, that'd be turn 2. Fly is an action. You used your action for Time Stop.
Yep. Sorry, good point. Okay, so fly. Ran up, pulled out the vial of yellow ooze. Sorry, I'm like scrolling up and down, back and forth. Alrighty, so I got 2 more turns to work with here. Did the shatter I do look like it did anything to the like anchor points it was using?
No.
Okay,
Your spells are not sufficient to damage adamantine, unlike him.
okay. Shit. Well, in that case, then, because none of that there is useful, I will just kill the rest of the time stop, and with the I'll fly up a bit as well. How high can I fly up?
I believe Fly gives you a 60-foot movement speed.
Right, but how high is the ceiling?
20 feet.
So I fly up 20 feet.
Okay, so you're being above the hole?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you're back. You know, you're just among the spikes embedded in the adamantine ceiling.
All right. Actually, can I swipe some of those spikes?
It would take an action with an athletics check to try to yank it free.
Okay, I will do that with one of the turns then before I kill the turns.
Okay. Well, make your strength athletics check then. You fail to free a spike.
Critical fails are bullshit.
No, it is 7 is
No, I
way
know.
insufficient.
I know. Couldn't resist making the joke. Okay, so that's 1 turn. 2. That'd be 3 turns?
Let's see. So you cast Time Stop. You moved, pulled out thing. Then for turn 1, then with your first action you cast Fly, moved up to this. Second action, do that. I think you still have 1 action left.
All right. In that case, with my final action, we're gonna go with an upcasted lightning bolt.
Okay.
We'll see how well grounded it is.
Yep. So the lightning bolt jets out. Time resumes.
We'll slap that on 6th level upcast.
Okay. As it apparently manages to dodge the lightning bolt despite climbing up, filling this hole.
What are you talking about?
18 doesn't pass your save.
18 does not pass my save.
Really? Okay, great.
19 is my save DC.
Nice.
What
All
about
right.
mine? Mine is 8.
So it's 8 9, 10.
Somebody
11
used
D6.
their 22 quite wisely there.
22? Oh,
The
me,
22
yes.
we got from hell. Or 22
Uh,
we got from the maze.
Oh man, we got 6s in a row. Where's the demons? Yeah, 54 lightning damage.
Alright, yeah, the lightning bolt strikes him full on. It does not appear to be particularly effective, though it is enough to bloody him.
Good to know. I'll go back to the boom booms. And I'll fly across the surface.
Huh? You're currently floating in the air.
Right. Up against the surface. I'm just gonna fly myself back along the surface.
I gotcha.
You know,
Okay.
out of the field of spikes that he can shoot back into.
Okay. Okay. I mean, hey, out there. He might not fire off another volley.
Oh yeah, right. Because I'd like to fly over the open pit that he's at the bottom of in his line. Yeah.
While you're concentrating on a spell?
Hmm?
While you're concentrating on a spell, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fucking off by 60 feet. Well, it's 40 feet. Wait, I cast a spell. I got a bonus action. I go 50 feet.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Alright. Stone soup. It is 30 feet below you.
All right. I reel my rock back in.
Okay. Well, that's your item interaction.
Yep. It's 30 feet below me.
Yes.
Oh, well, I want to be able to reel my rock back in again. Oh, well, let's throw it again.
So you're throwing your rock down at him?
Yep. This
I mean,
time,
I would say you could use a bonus action to reel it up, too.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You just yo-yo your magic rock up and down on this guy's head.
Yep. That's a little better.
That's a miss.
All right. Then I use a bonus action to spool it back up, and that's it.
Okay. Stein.
Stein is going to cast a spell.
Okay. No, you're not at the edge, just so you know, so you don't see him at the moment.
I'm not looking at him.
Okay.
I'm looking at Stone Soup. I am going to cast haste on Stone Soup.
Ah.
Very nice.
And then I'm going to back up a bit.
A bit more, okay.
Because I think this thing's about to come up out of the hole, and I just want to be a little distance away from this big behemoth.
The big behemoth that we've seen already has a range of at least 80 that you are still inside of.
60. You've only seen it have a range of 60.
Oh, 60. Oh,
It climbed up and then shot.
I thought it shot before it climbed up the.
I narrated it that way, but he doesn't. He only has a 60-foot range. You had to climb up before he shot. I narrated it out of order, but I knew what was happening.
And that's all I got.
All right, Freeman.
Well, I'll aim another guiding bolt at it.
Roll to hit. That hits him.
Yeah, just the dice.
Yes.
All right. Radiant damage, and now he's a bit brighter.
Yes, he's glowing. Anything else?
Nope. Aimed.
All right. Well, he's going to climb 25 feet up, leaving him only... actually, no. He's not going to climb the full 25 feet up. He is instead going to climb up 10 feet, leaving him 10 feet below the surface. He's 30 feet below. He climbs up 20 feet instead of 25, so he's 10 feet below the surface. And then he's going to use his reach to make a slam attack against Freeman.
All right.
Does a 24 hit you?
Maybe. Who's asking? Yes. 24 hits me.
Hitting you for 38 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right. Well, I have a reaction for that.
Okay. There's another part of his attack though. So you have to hear the full effect first.
Okay.
As doing so, you are grappled, and as it pulls its arm back with you in it, you are impaled on the spikes that make up its body and become restrained.
All right. Can I still uncanny dodge that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, uncanny dodge can reduce the damage, but you still end up grappled and restrained, and impaled on this thing's spikes, which hurt like hell.
I've had worse. Should be my ex-wife. That'd be 19. Okay.
Does uncanny dodge
Alright.
require a roll, or is it just you have it?
It just have.
Nice. All right. Then with its
That I
its
can see.
second attack, it is going to try to hit Stone Soup, which I believe Stone Soup you were reckless.
Yep, so at advantage. Yeah, that hits.
In much the same way, so you take 33 points of bludgeoning damage as you are grappled and pulled in by it and impaled on its spikes. So you are now grappled and restrained as well. So Freeman and Lucina, you guys just seen that his hands kind of just reach up, grab your party members, and pull them down into the hole.
Stein.
Who did I say?
I was one of the ones grabbed.
Oh,
You said
Stein.
Freeman.
Yeah,
I
meant
was one of the
Stein.
ones that was grabbed.
All right.
There's two of me now. Haha.
As you hear a bit more movement as it then moves up the remaining 5 feet. So it is now 5 feet below the surface. Lucina,
Yes, I'm sorry.
your turn.
All right. I fly back over. Do I see it?
Yes, you do, along with Freeman and Stone Soup impaled on the spikes that make up its body. 5 feet below the surface of the floor.
Oh. What is this, a Shrike?
No, it's like
No, it grabbed us.
it's a bone giant, except everyone who died to make the bone giant was Wolverine.
That's a great description.
I didn't even think of that. Oh, that's perfect.
Boom. I'd like to
Oh,
blast
wow.
a part of it that my party isn't in.
Is it an AoE?
5th level Shatter.
It's going to hit your party members. They're towards the top, which is the part you can hit.
I can't aim below that?
Does that require line of sight? I'm asking. If it requires
A point I
line,
choose within range.
then no, you do not. You can hit its lower areas where they're not.
I blow its nuts off.
Basically, yes.
He kneecaps the bitch. I mean, its hands are occupied, so you might actually be able to knock it down.
No, it's not. Like as it pulls its hand back, you just get impaled on the spikes. Its hands remain free. You're
it just
impaled on the
sticks around
body.
its body like Velcro.
Yes,
Mm,
That's a fun effect.
isn't it? All right. Well, it looks like it dodged most of that shatter. Well, weathered it, I guess.
I curse it and everything it stands for. Fuck, where's my spell sheet out here? Alright, 5th level. It's a second. Damn, I should have memorized. 68. The thunder looks effective, right?
Yes, I'm just waiting for your damage roll. Oh, there it is.
I did it.
Yeah, even though whether it only took half damage, it only takes that half damage.
Cool. I'm gonna fly away
Okay.
with a bonus action for an extra 10 feet.
All right. Well, 70 feet of movement, I believe, which is more than the room length, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 60 feet takes you to the back wall. That's as far as you can get from this opening.
I'd like to go for the door, unless there's cover
Well, I
between
mean,
here and there.
there is. If you dip down, there are these large 10 by 10 by 10 crates filled with things like dirt, sand, gravel, cement, steel.
Distance between those and the adamantine monstrosity?
The adamantine monstrosity, assuming it was at the floor level, would be 15 feet from the closest crate. It would have 30 feet worth of crates to get through to get to you.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna fly and settle down prone on the other side of those crates, hovering ever so slightly off the ground. And just a little bit away in case there's spalding.
Sure.
Or points.
Uh-huh. I got you. Alright, Stone Soup. You are currently grappled and restrained, stuck to this guy like a particularly menacing Velcro.
Well, at least I'm close to it.
Indeed, you can make melee attacks against him, and he is still glowing.
Ooh, even better. So I don't have to reckless.
This would still be a flat roll, because restraint doesn't pose disadvantage.
Yeah, I can't make it better than a flat roll without escaping.
Escaping might not be a good idea. Smooth metal walls, 80-foot drop.
Yeah, I don't think I want to. Yet. Let's see, I'll use my item interaction to unwrap my chain from the rock, so I can use it as a melee weapon.
Sure.
Don't forget you're hasted.
Oh yes, I am hasted. I did forget that. Thank you.
Only the first attack, though, is at advantage from Guiding Bolt.
Ah.
It only allows one attack, and then the effect fades. Choose wisely what you use it for.
Might as well get angry.
Alright, well then I'm gonna have to reckless anyway. Okay. Then, yep, we're just gonna attack.
Roll to hit.
Does that hit?
No.
Damn. Alright. Now I'm gonna start recklessing so I can stay at a flat roll.
Mm-hmm.
Does that hit?
Yes.
That's better. Then I need a dex save.
Oh, okay.
He's not the most dexterous of individuals, apparently.
No, he's not.
And that's poison, which he's probably immune to.
Yes. Yes, he
Okay.
is.
That'd be a bit of an oversight.
That would be.
The metal construct is not immune to poison damage.
Alright. That is 18 magical bludgeoning damage.
Alrighty.
Does he seem to resist that, or is he affected by it normally?
You think the magical nature allows it to be affected normally.
Nice. Alright, then we're going to keep attacking. That was my first action, so this is my second action.
Okay.
Somebody gave him speed.
Also a hit. If I recall, haste only allows one attack as part of its attack action.
Yes, one attack only.
But it does hit. Let me give you the save.
14 magical bludgeoning. That passes against acid. So half acid?
Half acid.
4 acid damage.
which it looks like it resists.
Lovely. Alright, that's it for me.
All right, Freeman.
Well, how far away is Stone Soup from me?
I'm going to say 10 feet.
All right, so we're not adjacent.
Correct.
We're at arm's length, just not our arms.
Exactly. All right. So this thing, it's like a weave of adamantine. So there's bits to the inside. Like,
Yes.
I'm sorry. There's openings to the inside that I can like reach my arms into, kind of.
Yeah.
Could I grab out 2 grenades and push the button on both of them, shove them inside, like one with each hand?
Normally, pushing the button is considered an action, but you are somewhat of a rogue, so sure, why not?
All right. Yeah, I won't use them for like throwing. I'm saying like because I'm not making an effort to throw them, I'm just shoving them next to me.
Yeah, I got you. What's the dial
Alright.
set to on those?
Whatever the default is, because I don't think Freeman would really take the time to look.
Okay.
He just knows pushing the button makes them go boom.
Uh-huh.
So I'm assuming the default is either 4 or X. It's one of the extremes.
Well, if you remember, it goes like X4 10. So it's
Oh, okay.
probably 10. You guys probably
Oh,
set
okay.
them for the longest value by default.
Well, no, I don't think we've ever messed with them. So whatever they came in as, off the factory line.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, let's see here. An X and a 10.
Oh, so they're random.
If you're telling me you didn't check them, they are Schrodinger's dial until I rolled. Until they're
Ah.
checked.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm not checking. I'm
Yeah.
literally spending my entire turn pushing the buttons and shoving them inside this thing as far as I can.
Okay.
Like on the side away from
What
Stone
color
Soup.
grenades?
Black fragments.
Okay.
So yep, that's my turn. So whatever happens, happens.
Yep. All right. So let's see. Yeah. So inside you can see like as this thing moves a bit, one of the grenades gets a little pinched and detonates. Let's see. I'm just looking up what the AOE is on these guys.
20, I think. I think it's radius 20, 40-foot circle.
We doing a big boom.
There it is. 20-foot diameter.
Oh, so they're 10 feet across. Or 10-foot radius. Okay.
Yeah.
I had that wrong in my notes then.
All right. So what I'm going to say is that they do detonate, but due to his somewhat porous nature, the X detonates when it gets pinched. This sets off the other grenade as well.
Okay.
However, that would leave them still within the range of you and Stone Soup, given his rather porous nature. However, you guys do have effectively 3/4 cover, which gives you a +5 bonus to your deck saves. You are also at disadvantage due to being restrained.
All right.
3/4 but +5.
3/4 is +5, but you are still restrained, so that's disadvantage.
Right. Well, I have advantage, so it's a flat roll for me.
Yep.
And
You
then
have
+2 from
are
Toby.
you still hasted? Did they cancel your haste?
No.
And you have a +2 from that as well.
Indeed. And, yeah, he
I
also
just have
has to say.
a +15, so I should be fine.
Oh, well, I net one, so.
Yeah, the DC is 15, so unfortunately, an 11 is not sufficient.
Wow. With a +10 on a 15 check, you failed.
Well,
Yeah, well,
you said
sometimes
we were
you
10
net
feet
one.
apart. I was saying I was trying to put it as far away from him as possible when I shoved it in. So I was trying to get him outside of the 10 foot. That's why I specified that.
If you wanted to
Pretty
stick
roll.
it inside his body, it was not going to happen. Anyway, so yeah, the grenades go off one after the other, dealing a total of 36 piercing damage to those who failed. Half damage on those who passed.
I managed to dodge it.
And I take half anyway.
You notice that the non-magical grenades have no effect on this creature.
Okay. Figured I'd test the theory since I was so close.
Yeah. All right. Anything else your turn, Freeman?
Da-da-da-da. I'm seeing what bonus action I can actually. No, that's it.
All right. Well, at the start of this guy's turn, those of you who are impaled take 22 points of piercing damage as a result. So Stone Soup and Freeman, you take 22 points at the start of its turn. It is then going to reach up and make several slam attacks against the steel plates above him.
Is it making these blind?
Why would it be blind?
Well, I mean, is it sticking its head up to see what's up there?
No, it's attacking the
from
ceiling
the
above it.
underside.
The hole is too small for him to fit out currently. You only made a 5x5 hole.
Right.
So
I thought you
he's
meant he was-
going to widen this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he successfully hits the steel plates above him. Absolutely shredding them.
I figured he punched him so hard that he just impaled him on the adamantine spikes on the ceiling.
No, he just punches and grabs and rips and tears. They just absolutely destroying these plates. As he then climbs out of this hole,
Shit.
standing floor to ceiling, hunched over a little bit in this 20-foot tall room. And that's as far as he can go on his turn. He used his action for that. You guys can see Freeman and Stone Soup still impaled on his body, stuck to it like a particularly nasty Velcro. Lucina, it is your turn.
I mean,
Big monster go boom.
I'd
Fourth
like to
level
have those
shatter.
back, but
Okay. You failed that one.
Indeed.
indeed.
Every time Under says indeed, I will always picture Teal'c.
Indeed.
Indeed.
All right, yeah. Yeah, the shatter rips and tears at him. He's starting to look fairly rough.
Distance between me and him?
You're on the other side of those crates. So that would mean he is 30 feet from you.
Alright, so I've cast a spell, bonus action, fly 10 feet parallel to the ground. Action, not action, movement speed, fly 60 feet.
Okay, towards where?
Zip, zap, zoop, I'm escaping the room.
Where? You're in the southern part of the room. There are no doors there. He's by the door.
Oh shit, can I have the map?
He came out of those chevron holes and is now standing in the 20 by 20 block north of the crate. You are to the south of the big crates.
Ah.
So, and he's basically tall enough to stand floor to ceiling, so flight won't get you out of his... Basically, his zone of control is quite large.
Alright. Does his zone of control the area right by the door?
I mean, you saw him reach it 10 feet. So, maybe. It'd be on... Like, that's on the edge of 10 feet. Like, you'd be just outside of 10 feet. If that wasn't his full range, he might get you.
In that case, what I'll do is this. More accurate, I should say that corner. Is that corner?
As I said, you saw him reach 10 feet. You don't know
I
what his
will-
full
I
length
will
reaches.
fly normal speed. Instead, I will fly from my current position normal speed to the corner. Actually, wait,
To
wait,
which corner? You're talking about the northeast corner by the two doors?
the corner of the. Actually, yeah. Is that. How do those big doors. How do the doors open here? Same key card?
Same keycard they slide, only the northern doors are open. The eastern door is still closed.
Okay, I'll just kind of fly against the wall, pop that door open,
Okay.
close it behind me.
That you can do, and that does not provoke an attack of opportunity from him. And then you close it behind you. Got it. Okay. Did you use your bonus action?
Not yet. I'll just have
All
to
right.
use my 60 movement. And then, actually, will that put me up with 60 feet of movement? Will that get me close enough to shut the other door? The one that's
So
open?
here's the thing. It's an item interaction to open the door. It's another item interaction to close the door. I'm letting you use your bonus action for that.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'll just fly then.
Okay. Yeah, fly will be just enough to get you to the other side of the open large door.
Alrighty. I'll just float there.
Okay. And you're closing it with your bonus action?
Yep.
All right. Closes in front of you. You notice that the door, the small door on the same wall to you, just 10, 20, like 20 feet to the north of you, is also open. The single person door.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Stone Soup.
Okay, I'm gonna keep trying to hit this guy.
All right. Well, you're still stuck to him, so you're still restrained.
I think that's it.
That is a hit.
Ooh.
Don't bother with the damages. For the special effect. He still takes the
Poison,
bludgeoning.
And he's immune to cold as well.
He's immune to cold.
And fire.
And fire, yes. And poison.
Alright, 15 magical bludgeoning and another one.
Okay.
That misses.
Yes, it does. That also misses.
Damn. Alright, well that's it for me.
All right, Stein,
How far is this big hunkin' baruka from me?
30 feet.
30 feet.
Yeah, he's on the other side of the crates from you.
Okay. I'm gonna ignite the dark saber. And then I'm gonna move in and strike him.
Mister, what's the dark saber?
Oh wait. I don't know if I can do that. Let me see. Hang on. I gotta see if it's I don't remember if it's concentration.
What's the spell?
Shadow Blade.
That's concentration.
That's a concentration.
Yeah, so
I'd
maybe
have
don't.
to- if I cast that, that would hinder what's his name right now.
And
So-
also, it does psychic damage, so that's another thing to take into consideration.
yeah, I know. I was gonna try psychic damage to see if that would actually do damage to him.
So you're doing something else then?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something else. So it takes resistant to everything, and it doesn't take fire or ice, right?
So far, you've seen thunder be effective against it, as well as radiant damage.
Okay, yeah, right. Do I have a radiant?
You've also noticed that magical weapons do seem to hurt him.
I am going to shit. Poison is immune. He is immune to thunder damage. I could hit him. I'm gonna use a bonus action to cast magic weapon on my rapier.
So you're breaking concentration on haste?
Ah, fuck. Can't do that either. Shit. All right. I am going to run up to him and swing my sword at him.
Okay. Well, roll to hit. Brave suicidal doctor. You do not hit him.
Okay. Since he was 30 feet from me, that means I got 25 feet of movement left.
Yep.
I am going to cast who's in melee with him besides me?
You are the only not stuck person in melee. Freeman and Stone Soup are in melee, but they're stuck to his body up near the ceiling like Velcro.
We don't have a choice.
Yeah, they're stuck on the spikes that make him up. They're impaled.
So if I was to thunder step away, would they take the damage too?
What's the radius on Thunderstep?
10 foot.
No.
Okay.
We're on his shoulders.
I am
Basically.
going to thunder step away.
Okay.
I need him to make a Constitution save.
Alrighty.
I'm going back like past where I was earlier. I got 90 feet I can travel, so.
Alright, well, you'd hit a wall 45 feet to the south of you.
Okay, then that's where I'm going. I'm going with the rest of the party.
Well, the party is split up currently. You saw Lucina go out the large door 25 feet to the east of you and then close the door. So that door is closed. The wall where you were standing before on the other side of the crates to the south is 45 feet away, which is the furthest you can get away without going through a door.
I'm going to go to the right outside the door where she's at. And, okay, let's see.
The door is closed, so you can teleport to the door, but if it requires line of sight, that's as far as you could get.
And how far is the door from the creature?
25 feet.
Fuck, I can just walk that shit. Yeah, I got. How far is it from me? 25 feet to that door?
Yes.
That's what I'm gonna run to. Let's run to the door.
So you're not doing Thunderstep?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna run to the door. And since I have the mobile feat, he can't take an opportunity attack at me.
Lucky you.
I know, right? That's why I did that. I'm gonna run to the door.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna action surge to get and open the door and go through.
Alright, are you closing the door behind you?
Yes.
Alright, and you close the door. Joining Lucina out on the balcony. Anything else?
No, that's good. I'm done.
Alright, Freeman. You're still stuck to the guy. You just saw your party members run out the big door to the east. What do you do?
That's no big deal.
We're planning. We're coming back for you. We compromising a plan. Just hang on there.
I mean, we've already got this thing past bloodied and near dead, and you guys are running away like you can't fight it.
It's been mostly you two damaging it, too.
Actually, I'm not running away like I can't fight it. I'm ensuring that I'm having as much cover against its frankly very dangerous
Spike explosion.
slew of spikes. I can't pass that save.
Hmm.
Well, not likely.
Well,
Don't worry, we'll be back.
I know. Well, in that case, I guess I'll, Do I think it's possible to free myself from this thing?
Yes, but it involves a strength check.
Okay, so I know it's not possible for me to free myself from.
Physically, you think it's possible for a person to free themselves, yes, but you would think that it involves strength, and therefore not particularly likely for you.
Yeah. I will eventually never pick up proficiency in athletics one day.
Oh no, it's not an athletics check. It's just according to this, it's just a straight strength check.
Yeah, that's usually how it is for grapple escapes.
Oh, that's even worse for
It's
me.
flat strength.
All right. Well, then in that case, I guess I will just take a bolt out of my quiver and start stabbing this thing with thunder arrows. That's all I can really do.
Okay, well, roll to hit. You have disadvantage from being restrained.
Well, I'm gonna aim for a weak spot.
Fair enough. You crit him. Unfortunately, you can't sneak attack.
Do not have sneak attack. But still get the
You
Why
still get
wouldn't
to
you have
double
sneak
all that
attack?
thunder damage. Because he has a
Yeah.
source of disadvantage,
Uh,
namely
Yeah.
being restrained.
Yeah, being stuck to somebody like Velcro is very unhelpful for me. However, I will do 32 points of thunder damage to it.
Okay, yeah, it's starting to look near death.
All right, well,
Anything else?
let's see if it kills me on its turn.
All right, well, at the start of your guys' turn, you both take 18 points of piercing damage from the spikes. It will then begin to glow with a sickly green radiance.
Oh shit.
And I need both Stone Soup and Freeman to make Constitution saving throws.
Poison.
No.
Nuclear
radiation, probably.
No.
charging its.
Nope, it's not poison. Every radiation we've encountered has been poison so far.
It's necrosis.
You both fail. As a result, you both take 55 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah, I was necrotic. I'm unconscious.
You are dust.
Hmm.
You also notice, Stone Soup, did you hit 0 with that?
Nope.
All right. So you're still there. You're still conscious. You see Freeman just turn to dust. His skin tightens and withers. He turns to dust. His equipment just falling to the ground. You also notice that the creature seems to have healed from this. It is no longer near death.
But it's still bloodied.
Hang on, I'm figuring that out. It is still bloodied.
Alright.
Thump, thump, thump. It moves over to the other side of the door. It kicks the door slightly, like it's knocking. But it doesn't have any actions left to attack the door. Lucina!
Cool. So I don't actually need to see the point.
Okay.
I guess I'm burning all my shit today. 7th level, Shatter. Blowing up the other side of the door. Preferably his legs.
Yeah, I assume you're keeping it low to keep it up, because he's basically using Freeman and Stone Soup as, like, shoulder pauldrons.
Fucking giant Necron flayed one over here.
Uh-huh.
Fail, you rat bastard son of a bitch. That fails. Bang.
Alright. Wrong.
Bonus action, fly away 10 feet. Movement speed, fly up 60 feet.
Well, you can only fly up 20 feet. That's the ceiling.
In that case,
Are you going north or south along the balcony? Or are you going out over the jungle?
actually, is there a hollow space under the balcony?
Yes.
I'll just fly under the balcony.
Aha! Okay, this nice solid balcony. You can absolutely hide under it. Okay. I meant to ask, Stone Soup, did you resist that necrotic damage?
I did.
Okay.
After all, who expects to find the flying mage underneath you?
Yep. Yeah, he's starting to look rough again after that blast.
Near death?
No, not near death, but well past bloodied. Like before he was at the edge of bloodied. Now he's well past bloodied.
Mm.
Well, that's all I got.
All right. Stone Soup, you are still stuck to this guy.
Alright. Let's see. On the one hand, if I don't get out of here, I will probably die. Yeah, maybe that's the best thing. Alright, I'm gonna try to escape.
All right, please make a strength ability check.
Certainly.
You're still hasted.
Yep, though that doesn't affect this at all.
Oh.
You are unable to escape.
Damn. Unfortunately, I can't use my other action to do that, so I'm just gonna try to hit him instead.
Okay. Well, roll to hit.
And I miss.
You do not hit him.
Alright, that's fine.
All right, Stein. So you're on the other side of that door. You saw Lucina cast a spell and then fly off the edge of the balcony and then zip under it. So he's out of sight at the moment.
Right.
The door was shaking when this thing hit it. You don't think it will hold him.
Okay. Now, does aura spells work on, like, if I cast Thunderstep, would it work on the guy?
Generally, being on the other side of a door like that would provide him from total cover if the origin of the source is on your side.
Alrighty. And opening the door, you say, is an action, right?
No, it's an item interaction.
Item interaction.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you could key the door open and then thunder step away on the same turn.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna open the door,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna thunderstep back away from him, back into the room, the opposite side of the room, on the other side of the pit.
Okay.
Can I do that? Can I get that far?
Probably, what, 90 feet of total distance you can go?
Yeah.
So that would mean you would have 10, 20, 30, 40. You'd have like 50 feet between you and him if you did that against the wall.
Okay, yeah, let me do that.
All right. And that requires a what type of save?
It's a con save.
Does a 16 pass?
It does not.
All right. Well, roll that thunder damage as you thunder step past him into the room. You notice a pile of equipment midway between you and him, and dust just kind of flitting down through the air. You notice Freeman is no longer on the monster.
$20 points of thunder damage.
Okay. Yeah, he is starting to look pretty damn rough. You think another couple of hits like that will bring him down. Not yet near death, but getting there.
All right. And then, yeah, okay, then that's all I can do.
Okay. Freeman is dust. This guy. Oh, good. Well, he kind of leans forward, looks through the door, doesn't see Lucina, turns around, walks 35 feet closer to you, Stein. So he's 15 feet away, and he's going to lash out to try to hit you. Does an 18 hit you?
Negative.
All right. His second attack. Does a 20 hit you?
Negative.
All right. He's unable to hit you. Lucina's turn.
All right. Bang.
What do you do?
Shatter
Where?
on him.
Make a perception check to see if you know where he is. So you don't have line of sight currently.
This is true.
Just stick your head in.
Well, the problem is the doors are automatic. So when he walked away from the door, it closed.
Yeah, just walk back in.
So go ahead and make a perception check. I mean, he's gargantuan. It's not a hard check. Yeah, you know where he is.
Bang.
Yeah.
We'll be upcasting that, of course. What's my next highest level spell slot? 4th. No, that fails.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, I'm getting a little pooped.
Yeah, but he is now near death.
Alrighty.
Stone Soup. Oh, sorry. Are you done, Lucina?
Yeah.
Stone Soup.
Okay, I can try to get out again in the hopes of escaping with my life. Also, I don't know if he's going to do that explosion again. I hope he doesn't.
Well, if he does that explosion again, it's gonna kill us both. So.
What, he'll kill you too?
I mean, I'm 15 feet from him. I don't know what his range is.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, we'll try to escape again.
All right.
Okay.
Strength check.
Actually, no, fuck it. I'll try and kill him.
Okay. Well, roll to
I'll be
hit.
able to do it real quick.
Yeah, he can't exactly restrain you if you are killing him.
Hmm.
That hits.
Nice.
Oh yes.
Four and two. I think he's immune to both of those. That's poison and acid.
He's resistant to acid.
He's only resistant to acid.
And he did fail, so it's just
He did
half.
Fail. Yep. That is a combination of 25 magical bludgeoning and acid damage.
All right, so you hit him. The acid kind of seeping, not doing a whole lot. The magical bludgeoning crumpling several of the spikes. As his arm falls off, his legs crumble, and the entire mass comes collapsing down to the ground with you in it. He is no more. You guys are out of initiative.
Spike covered for.
He's strong enough he'd be able to stand up and just get this off of him.
Yep.
The dark, twisted metal of the adamantine form on the ground between you.
Well,
How much can we load in what?
hold on.
Oh, first
We gotta find
get
Freeman.
we gotta get the ash and all of his stuff up off the ground.
Oh well, yeah. We gotta collect all.
Wait, does he have stuff?
Yeah. It was only him that got vaporized. His equipment is all still here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was necrotic damage. He basically got withered away into dust, but his equipment survived.
Always worth checking. 'cause
Unless there was
sometimes-
something there that would react badly to being dropped 20 feet.
Nah.
No, I didn't have any of
300
the.
pounds of nitroglycerin.
Right?
Yeah. I didn't have anything that was shock sensitive anymore.
Okay.
Not for 20 feet. You
Yeah.
have to drop it much further.
No,
Alright,
I'm-
now that
I'm
that's
getting off
over
of
for
this
the
guy
moment,
doing
I have to hit the
this.
restroom.
Sorry, what was that, Pete? You got stepped on.
Oh, I said I'm getting off of this guy doing that, and fucking Reddit apparently has a unique GIF API that causes it to not load.
Hmm.
That's
Yep.
great.
Damn. Didn't expect that to happen.
You're lucky you killed it, Stone Soup, because he was totally going to start sucking on you like his health pack.
Mm. Now here we go, more like this. And of course it doesn't fucking play, god damn it. What is up with Discord and just refusing to play GIFs? I don't understand.
It's particular about the format, I think.
Alright, here, let me download it and then upload it directly. I don't know why it should be so particular about the format. It's a fucking file type. Like, what could be wrong with it?
So now we have to go all the way back to pick up another character.
There we go.
How are we gonna work out the fact that Freeman is dead?
Yeah, well, we gotta,
Well, I mean, Stone Soup would be able to fill you in because he saw him get disintegrated.
yeah, I'm gonna start collecting up enough of the ash that we can, whatever it is that does ash.
True
Just
resurrection.
true resurrection. Yeah, that's gonna be expensive.
I have all of it. I'll scoop all his ashes up.
Oh yeah, I'll let the guy with all the tubes do it. We should take that adamantine
Let's
bonus
see.
though.
You don't even need my body for true resurrection.
Yeah, you just need to know his name. Oh wait, no, you do. You need to touch a creature that's been dead for no more than 200 years.
Oh, I always missed that. I guess. Skip right
sorry.
to the dead for
Well, that's
200
because
years.
it's split apart. It's split apart. It then says in another paragraph, the spell can even provide a new body if the original no longer exists, in which case you must speak the creature's name.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought.
So, I guess the real question is, Freeman, was Freeman your real name that you told them?
There's no way I did.
Freeman was.
I'm just kidding.
Freeman was his first name, but his last name he never provided accurately.
Yeah, they'll be fine. It will work with just Freeman, is what I'm saying.
Mm.
I was just making a joke.
Yeah, the roguey rogue. Well, we need to resurrect him. What was his name? Fuck if I know. He told me 3.
That just gave me a really dickish idea for how to kill somebody. And make it impossible to bring them back.
Use Fey magic to steal their name.
Yes, use Fey magic to steal their true name. So that way when you try to resurrect them, it just tries to resurrect someone else instead.
Sounds like a service you could hire somebody for.
There are also other explicit deaths that explicitly say, I say explicit. There are other types of deaths that explicitly say that if you die to this, you can only be brought back with wish or similar magic.
Yes. Well, I have work in the morning, so I think I'm going to go to bed here.
Alright. So, Lucina and Stein in this massive scrap metal with the crates. What do you guys want to do?
A long's fly last, Lucina. You should get as many of them spikes as you can.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he stepped away. He went to the bathroom. Lucina's AFK.
Yeah.
Also, there's literally 200 pounds of adamantine right here.
Yeah, but those are already spike shaped.
Fair enough.
You don't have to forge them. You can just sell the, adamantine spike as is, without any workable material. But yeah, the 200 pounds we can adamantine like literally every tool and weapon we have. That should be more than sufficient for the entire party's like full kits.
Twice over, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Then we start turning it into arrows just for the hell of it. I mean, that's the one thing I don't think I've ever had. Adamantine arrows, because it's never worth it. Unless you have an absurd surplus of adamantine and an absurd surplus of money.
And also,
That was actually...
for some reason, you keep fighting lots and lots of constructs.
Yeah. It'd be weird in an adamantine, dungeon to not have a bunch of adamantine, amalgamations of whatever the fuck he was. That actually, is very fitting for the fact this dungeon is made of adamantine.
What the hell that was? That was... I don't know what that was. But
Came from
what
below.
We're gonna do? We're gonna pick up your ashes and then gather up all your shit and then
Yeah, I'm assuming you're just gonna grab my bag and my armor and my jewelry and throw it in the portable hole. And I don't know if you guys want to retreat right away or you want to wait. I'm fine with waiting. I can even bring in a subsequent, like just a cheap one shot for the hell of it character kind of build. And then when you resurrect Freeman, we can just kill him somehow.
I mean,
Like I'm fine with waiting to resurrect Freeman because Freeman was built for the part with Arevria, not for
I
this
don't
dungeon.
think- I mean, I don't know. I don't even think I know where we are.
But having another random adventure show up at this Renan's Folly wouldn't be out of place.
No.
True. Yeah, but we'd have to keep an eye on him and everything, you know. And
Oh yeah, I would absolutely make a very untrustworthy character, so that you have a reason to kill him. But what is my nature? To make an untrustworthy character. So naturally, any character I bring in is going to be untrustworthy, even if he's a fucking lawful good paladin.
Yeah, because for some reason any character he brings in seems to have this fondness for cigars.
so actually, I think we'll probably pull back because it isn't anyone but me and Lucina right now. So we will probably pull back to town and get you resurrected because, yeah, just the two of us exploring.
I mean, that's doable, and that also fits into Freeman's time schedule. This is something that Freeman would have talked with you guys about. Like, because of the fact that as our adventuring party, we caught attention in Arevria from their secret police, we should wait as long as possible before we start infiltrating again to let that heat cool down. So if you guys want to go and, send a sending to the captain and say, hey, pick us up on this coast here, and then walk out there, get picked up, go back to Haviat, get me resurrected there, and then come back, that would be damn near half a year before we'd start going back into Arevria. So if we wanted to interlude and have some time skip go on, that would be functional beneficial.
I mean, even if we don't do that, it's not smart for the two of us to continue on. That's how you lose characters.
Yeah. Well, no, I can bring in a level something later. I don't care.
I'm back and Pete's gone.
Yeah, Pete went to bed.
Yeah, so we're gonna pull back, right?
He clocked out for the night. So, Lucina, right now, there's a couple of things getting thrown around. I can either bring in a temporary character that is super shady and untrustworthy, which is not that hard for me to do, that you guys can subsequently later kill off because of his untrustworthiness, and resurrect Freeman. Or you can just retreat right now, throw a sending out to the captain, tell him to pick you up on the coast, and sail back to, like, Havia and resurrect me right away.
Resurrect immediately.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to have the captain come pick us up and head back.
Like, Ruffles, what you offered us there was, do we want the significantly safer get the party member back, or do we want to have a duplicitous, untrustworthy rogue in the party?
It wasn't going to be a rogue.
All right, so you guys are retreating then to the first floor?
Yeah.
Okay, and you're going to that the way you came in, I'm guessing?
Oh, hold up. Where's that adamantine?
Yes, there's 200 pounds of it on the floor.
Hole. Goes in the hole.
Okay.
And those points, how many points do we get?
Points.
He can fly.
Spiky points.
For the remaining hour that he has fly, he can go up and start pulling those.
Give me 3 strength athletics checks, Lucina.
The one time an adamantine crowbar would be useful. And I have it in a different campaign.
Hey, mister, can you give me enhanced ability? Yo, mister.
Yes, I can.
Cool.
I have the slots for it. I can give you enhanced ability.
And he can stand below you going whoa the whole time.
All right. So you are able to retrieve all 24 of them, each spike being 2 pounds and shaped as if like a javelin. They are, in fact, adamantine javelins.
Sweet. Put those in the portable hole.
Yep. Hold on. Okay, so how many pounds of adamantine?
200 pounds of loose adamantine in various shapes and spikes, and then 24 basically javelins of adamantine. Yes.
Cool.
And then my pack and my gear with everything weighs 89.3 pounds.
And you're
So just
putting
put-
his pack and gear in the portable hole?
Yes.
Okay. So you put his pack and gear in the portable hole. Freeman, did you happen to have a bag of holding?
That's Stein.
Very good.
I have an ebony horsefly.
It doesn't have the same
Nice.
effect as putting the bag of holding in the hole.
Try under.
I
Hey, guess what, Lucina? You're going on an astral adventure.
so it's Stein. He's right there.
Yeah, I'm assuming with our level and our party knowledge, every time Stein enters the portable hole, he sets the bag of holding outside of his pack. Like,
Yeah,
I think the
you
party's
guys-
confident enough for that.
Yes,
Yeah.
you
I
would
mean,
know.
Not that, yes.
I think that would be, even though it's, myth and legend here because magical items aren't as common, I still think that would be like, even if, you've never seen it, you'd
Well,
still be like,
Stein
"Oh,
would
I'm gonna put this over here."
recognize. Stein is an artificer. He built the portal. He built the bag of holding, and he would recognize the same types of artificer magic in the portable hole, and would know that they don't play nicely together.
I can tell you exactly what will happen if we put those together. We'll get pulled into the astral plane, and we're going to look around, and everything's going to seem okay. And Underdark's going to have us figure out if we know how to swim in a realm of thought, and we'll see if we do. And then,
Boom.
out of a cloud of intellectual miasma will come a giant gray whale with a single eye in the center of its head and giant lobster claws.
By the
Or
way, I don't
Fuck
think I
us,
ever
right?
gave you that information. I've had these in my inventory from that fight with the gnomes. I forgot to tell you to put those in the portable hole. I just had them on my sheet. Since you're doing portable hole inventory, I figured I'd. Oh yeah, by the way. Yeah, all like what 5 gold worth of equipment right there that we're totally not really needing to hang on to because we have 100 something gold worth of stuff, or 100,000 gold.
so, Lucina and Stein make their way back to the first floor up the tube. They go to the west around the block, following the 20-foot wide hall to the south again, past the other tube, and you key open the inner door. The outer door, still bulging and damaged, stands before you. Are you keying it open?
Yes?
All right. You go up to it. You put up your gray keycard to it, and it slides open, revealing a bright blue sky and clouds close enough that you could reach out and touch them. As you realize the dungeon, as you look down, is now floating 600 feet above the caldera of Renan's Folly,
Man, this
slowly
thing's
rotating and
got some
spinning.
really good anti-grav systems. Oops.
Remember when you were playing with those things? I said there's no apparent
Yep.
effect a bunch of times.
Yep, that's why I was laughing.
Do you have
like, oh,
any
this thing's got
idea how
some-
close you were to plane shifting this thing?
Probably. I mean, I rolled 50 fucking times on that thing. I never blew it up though.
So,
So somebody might have noticed.
Hold on. Are we above the clouds?
you're basically at the cloud level. You're 600 feet above the peak of a volcano.
Basically, I shot the
uh,
chips like probably 1,000 feet up in the air from its position.
and then you fried the flight computer.
Yeah, remember when you guys were bouncing around because gravity felt like it was changing?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't always gravity every time.
Let's ride the vomit comet.
You know what? Hold on. I make my way to the command center.
Okay, the door is closing behind you. You walk to that along the northern 20-foot wide hall to the center area, past the red door, into the center chamber with the altar.
All right. Stein, we need to remove the casing.
Say what?
We need to remove the casing of the command computer.
Okay.
Well, I already did that, and the back and parts of it.
Okay.
Freeman wouldn't have put that stuff back on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. It's already taken apart.
Yeah, the
Well,
back
part of
panel is off.
All right. Stein,
Yes.
I might have a solution. All right.
Do tell.
I would like to press the holy power rune
On the keyboard,
on the keyboard.
roll a d100.
What are we doing? Sounds kind of.
You guys went to the central control room, and Lucina is now pushing a button on the console.
Why don't we stop? Not do that. Let me see if I can figure out how this thing works before we blow us all up.
As it bursts into flames.
Oh Jesus!
As the computer lights on fire.
And the room starts to fill with
With the light gray fog, and it becomes hard to breathe.
I mean, we're leaving.
Okay, yeah, you guys step out of the room. The halon continues dissipating. So what do you do now?
All right, let's see if we can get that fire put out.
Oh, the fire went out almost instantly.
Okay, good. Now let me see.
Yeah,
if I can
because
figure out how
we
to
got the
work
door
this.
broken, don't we?
No.
Can I make an investigation check to see how this thing works?
Sure, make an investigation
Wait,
check.
hold on.
Okay.
remember, I'm dead.
Sabotage the door.
How do you plan to do that?
I don't know. That's why I set it to the artificer.
What do you mean sabotage the door? Like put a crowbar in it when it's down and so it won't open up?
Yeah, we have to have that door not functioning. That way it won't we won't all suffocate.
Remember the door kept closing and locking when the buttons were getting pushed?
Okay.
So what are you doing?
Wait, did we ever try just a tuning to the control panel?
Yes.
Okay.
Doesn't
Now
work
I
that
want
way.
to roll a new investigation check. The last time I didn't roll high.
Last time you had my help, though.
It's true. I mean, I still got a
Right.
+9. plus
And
the
guidance.
And guidance.
Also, Lucina, for jamming the door open, the doors for the gray key cards are adamantine. You have a bunch of adamantine spikes. Use them to bar it open.
That's true. We do have all them spikes in the portable hole.
Yeah, that's fair. We'll spend some spikes jamming the door.
Alright, it just takes one spike. He's kind of hammer it to wedge it in there.
I put a second one as a safety precaution.
Sure.
Redundancy.
For some reason, I get the feeling that you don't trust the DM.
Oh no, they do trust me. They trust me to screw them. And then Stein, you said you were going to make an investigation check?
Wait, Stein.
What?
Enhanceability? Guidance?
I
We
have
can
guidance.
do these things. We have the
I already have
powers.
guidance. I have
Let's say,
guidance.
Lucina, you can use your channel divinity too.
What?
Aren't you knowledge domain? Do you ever use your channel divinity?
Ruffles? Think about what you're asking really quick. Tempest domain.
Oh, right. I forgot.
To blow things up.
Nope. I forgot that you were Tempest. I thought you were knowledge, but no,
You
you're
want
right.
knowledge?
I'm knowledge domain.
Okay.
So I can channel divinity. I'm good at everything because my god said so.
Enhanceability is something I possess. I will put that on.
What does that give me?
It gives you advantage.
Okay, so I roll another 20.
All right, so you start. So you're rolling with advantage. It's 25. Then. All right. So you start looking over this console, and you realize that yeah, playing with the buttons and the levers do seem to have effects on the ship. You think which very obviously is now some type of ship. I mean, it was floating above the damn thing.
Make out the buttons on the.
Well, they're not labeled. You don't know what these things do. And no amount of simple just looking at it is going to tell you that. What you're able to infer, though, is that entering sequences of buttons and levers, even the same ones twice you saw before, produce radically different effects. There is some guiding principle that is simply alien to you. And you are unable to figure out how to make this thing work on command. What you do know is that at one point, the whole place went dark and seemed to not function at all. And you think it's probably related to that disc that Freeman stuck into the back of it. And removing it might, begin a cycle where it might lose power and therefore descend.
Okay, yeah.
That's bad.
Well, no. Lucina, you have a portable hole. Slap it on the wall, take the battery out, step inside the portable hole, which is in a different dimension. So you won't be affected by the gravity of that dimension.
No.
Scared?
Look up portable hole.
Solid surface, different plane, 10 minutes of air.
Mm-hmm. Look at the part about flat surfaces.
What about the part with flat surfaces?
It has to be on something with flat surface. What do you think would happen if that surface was disrupted somehow?
The adamantine cylinder that would fall back into the hole that it made already.
Mm-hmm. You are asking me to stake our safety on an extra dimensional space inside of what effectively amounts to a dinner plate from God falling.
Do we even know how high we are up?
About 600 feet above the caldera.
And this is assuming that the process in which we do this causes us to go straight down.
Lance, edge on, rolls down the mountain.
Yeah, lands sideways, begins rolling like a runaway quarter.
Well, that would even be better. Because it definitely wouldn't damage the flat surface then. And it's not a frisbee. It is more of a cylinder. Go out to the edge of the ship and look down. I guarantee you it is very cylindrical shaped and tall. I mean, granted, 200 feet compared to 500 feet still does make it flat, but not very flat.
Yeah. Underdark, a question for you.
Shoot.
So, the portable hole,
Mhm.
this space that it produces,
Ah.
is this the equivalent of we unfold it and there is a divot in the ground, like fully accessible by air to the hole?
Yes.
And what's the aperture of a bag of holding look like? Like, if you're in a bag of holding and you look up and out, do you see the opening?
Yes.
Hmm. You know, we could always keep it up here. I I can just fly us down.
Well, you can either upcast fly or you could just grab the ebony horsefly out of my bag. You know I
Yeah.
have it. And I haven't used it in forever, so it's fully charged.
I mean, we could both fly, can't we?
Yeah, but if you don't have to waste the higher level spell slots, why waste them?
True.
Can the ebony horsefly be given commands? Like, can it be given a command to fly back up? Or is it just it moves when you're mounted on it? I don't actually know the intricacies of it.
It obeys your spoken commands.
Then you wouldn't even need to burn any spell slots. You just tell it to go get the other guy.
It is weird as shit that none of the You know what? Let's test something really quick. Hey Stein. Stein. Mister,
Yes.
get in the back get in the portable hole.
Okay. I have to leave the bag of holding out.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Get in the hole.
Okay, I'm getting the hole.
Also, I take the explosives out of the hole.
Okay.
I fold the hole up.
All right.
I shake it up.
Okay.
Unfold the, and I mean like vigorously shaking it.
Mm-hmm.
Unfold it.
Okay.
Hey Stein, how you doing in there?
How am I doing?
Well, I mean, he closed the hole. Like a
That's
minute
true,
passed,
yeah,
and
that's
then
right, yeah.
he opened the hole again. Nothing really happened in that minute.
Yeah, I mean, you told me to step in here. You closed the door. Then you opened it and asked me what I was doing. I'm standing here like you said.
All right. I'm going to peel the hole up from one side. So that way part of it's still on the ground and part of it isn't. What's happening with that aperture?
I mean, it disappears.
Entirely?
Pretty sure it's how it works.
I would assume as soon as you touch the edge to pull it up, it would close the connection to the hole.
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as it's even partially folded, it closes.
Okay. Sorry, I'm having to apply the scientific method to waylay my concerns here. All right. So Stein's still in the hole, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. I do the wave with the hole, like what one would do with a carpet, so that there is a wave stuck in the middle of it.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it weighs about as much as a sheet, so you can easily do this.
Right. All right. And because there's a fold there, is the hole closed?
Yes.
All right. Now I just got to see if Dr. Stein can get out.
Well, Stein's in the hole's closed.
Yo, Stein.
He cannot hear you, he is in the hole.
I fix it.
Okay.
Stein, get out of the hole when I close it. And I close the hole on him.
Alright, Stein, well, he just closed you in. What do you do? Mister, you here?
Sorry, I had a phone call. What happened?
He closed you in the hole after telling you to try to escape when it closed.
Okay.
So you can try to force the opening, Stein, by making a strength ability check. Alright. So yeah, Lucina, the hole just kind of snaps, almost like a magnet to the closest flat surface, as Stein just kind of forces his way out through it.
Okay. I'm willing to give that a try as well if we want.
There is one big difference between me and you.
Hmm?
I don't need to breathe.
Uh-huh.
You also won't need all 10 minutes.
True.
Pretty sure 600 feet of free fall is less than 10 minutes.
Also, bottled breath.
Yep. Yeah, we got a couple of them floating around still.
All right. My concerns are sufficiently sated. Do we want to try doing it with the hole?
I thought that's what we were doing.
All right. I lay the hole out by the computer so that Stein can reach in and pull out the disc. I'm gonna sit in the hole.
Okay. So Stein, are you reaching in to pull out the disc?
Yes.
Alright, you pull out the disc, and all the lights in the room go out.
Light cantrip.
So what now?
Well, close the hole.
How we do that?
By grabbing the edge and folding it in on itself.
So,
You know, no, I'll just use the gust cantrip and kind of kick up the side a little. There we go.
Alright, yeah. The hole closes. You're now in the hole, Lucina, with Stein.
All right.
that's good because I thought you was gonna have me grab the corner of that and try to pull it up. Which, once you break the thing, it closes the portal. What happens to my hand that's holding it?
Well, as long as you don't leave your head out there.
That was a sacrifice I was willing to have you make. We could get it regrown. All right. We'll wait 5 minutes.
Okay. You wait 5 minutes. Nothing happens.
All right. And then Lucina will try to push it open.
Okay, make a strength ability check. You push it open, entering the dark room.
Light cantrip.
Yep, it looks much like you left it. Nothing out of place.
I cast fly on myself.
Okay.
Am I pinned against the ceiling?
Not how fly works. It doesn't change your inertial reference frame.
I had to make certain.
Trust me, you don't want it to, ever. The planet just shot away from you at 30,000 feet per second. You are now suffocating in space.
Fair enough.
What the fuck did I just
Yeah,
walk
we were
into?
moving at terminal velocity.
You walked into a theoretical thought process.
Like I said,
I
Okay.
took
I had
a
to
certain
check.
thought experiment to its logical conclusion to demonstrate why it's a bad idea.
Fair
I know.
enough.
I
Okay,
know
we're
why
good.
it's a bad idea. I simply was asking before I try moving and find out viscerally. All right. Well, let's get out of here. Pull Stein out, fold it up, and begin flying out of the structure.
All right. I pick up my bag of holding.
Okay. So yeah, you guys, you head for the southern door. It's closed. Lucina, are you keying it open?
Yep, we're heading to the exit, same way we came in.
All right. Yep. You actually have to end up forcing every door you come across because they are unpowered. The entire place is dark, pitch black.
Light cantrip.
Yeah, but I'm letting you know. So then you get to the outer door.
Or the doors don't work.
You force them open to reveal
The spider.
volcanic rock and dirt to start kind of pouring a bit.
I float out
Out of what?
the opening that I can see the outside through.
What opening? It's a wall of dirt.
Oh,
You javelined
gotcha.
it back.
We crashed from 600 feet, man. We're buried underground.
You rod of godded it.
See, I knew it. All right. This is unfortunate.
I'm sure it weighs a fair bit, so it probably made a little bit of an impact.
That's probably actually pretty good.
Yeah, less
Alright.
because it was up in the air for at least a day or two. 'Cause we don't know exactly when in the process of me playing with the keyboard did it go up. So anybody that was able to visually see it, that might be a problem.
All right. So, Stein, how physically strong are you?
Stein is a lab rat. He is a nerd. He is not strong at all.
Yeah, how strong?
Just told you.
Yes, I want
He
a
just
number.
asked.
I dump strength.
Okay.
But you have proficiency.
And strength checks, yes.
And you don't require air?
No.
Get in the hole.
Okay.
I think I have a way for us to get out of here.
Okay.
You'll have to carry the bag of holding, remember.
That's the idea. All right. So, actually, you know what? I have a feeling I might either going to over prepare for this or under prepare for this, but who knows? I guess we'll find out. Under.
Yep.
Any of those adamantine chunks vaguely shovel-shaped?
Sure.
All right. I take a shovel-shaped piece of adamantine. And let's see here. I gotta check my potions. Actually, wait. Mister, what cantrips do you have?
I have remember, hang on, let me look. I have a few I have guidance, prestidigitation, booming blade, firebolt, mending, and green flame blade.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah. In that case, do me a favor. Can you concentrate on enhanced ability strength for me?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right. Yeah, do that. Climb in the hole. I will down a potion of climbing. Actually, first I'll rub myself down with the oil of slipperiness so that I have freedom of movement on myself for 8 hours.
I have a potion you can take.
Oh,
I rolled it at the beginning of the night. It's my my artificer potion.
oh,
And it's a potion of swiftness. Your walking speed increases by 10 feet for 1 hour.
okay. Yep, rub myself down with oil of slipperiness. I take that potion that Stein gives me, and I'll down a potion of climbing. I got that. My adamantine makeshift shovel. And I'm digging for freedom.
All right.
Oh, also I consume the bottled breath.
Okay. So you're holding your breath this time while you're digging through the soft volcanic sand.
Yes.
All right. Well,
Going up or down?
Up.
okay. So you start trying to dig up. Give me 3 strength athletics checks. This is a skill challenge.
Does the fact I can't be restrained and the climb speed I now possess assist at all?
It will not assist for this part. It will assist for the next part.
All right.
You're a bit down inside the volcano, I'm guessing.
3d20.
I mean, you've never been underground in Minecraft. You never know when you'll be
+6.
a lava patch.
All right. So you start digging out. It's fairly easy and swift going. As you start tunneling out, losing sight of the door behind you as the sand. Unfortunately, it's sand, so you can't make a tunnel. You're almost just mechanically swimming your way through this.
Yeah, I'm pulling a graboid.
Yes. And at this point, I need you to make a survival check to determine orientation, as you are currently blind. However, due to your potions consumption, your freedom of movement and the like, you have advantage on this check, as you are not being unduly shifted around and you're not basically losing your way due to the sand and the like.
Plus, he has fly, so he can just think up, and that'll help too.
Sort of, because it's relative to him. If he's facing upside down and thinks up, he might go deeper. It depends on what he thinks is up, and that's what the survival checks to
true.
determine.
Mm-hmm. All right, so it's just 1 check, 2d20 KH1.
Yes, survival,
Good thing I took skilled.
and chugged all those potions. Yeah, you're able to realize that you were slightly at an angle, but you're able to correct. And soon enough, after about a half hour of digging, you emerge in the bottom of the caldera. The ground around you kind of undulating as if a large disc had landed very hard on it, displacing a bunch of sand, which then collapsed back down to fill in the area. It's a distinct bowl shape to the curve of the inside of the caldera now.
That's actually
Alright.
good.
But the sun is shining, and for the first time in almost 4 days, you feel fresh air on your skin.
Woohoo.
I open up the portable hole so that Dr. Stein and I at this point I would also probably say presumably Stone Soup can acquire air.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start digging down the side of the mountain.
Well, I mean, you just climb out and march down. This is, like, you're basically back, like, when you guys first came up here, how you got up here. You could leave
Yep.
just as easily.
It's a matter of tracks, though.
Well, the other thing is, the inside of the caldera here has been pulverized into sand. The rest of it's
Oh, I
hard
gotcha.
rock. You can't easily dig through it, even with a shovel made of adamantine.
All right. In that case,
You're not leaving footprints.
You're not leaving footprints, true. I mean,
yeah.
it's like walking through soft snow. There's kind of a trench of the way you've walked, but not actual footprints. And you could easily...
Excellent.
Way we can.
In that case, I'm gonna start flying us out of here.
Okay. Now you fly your way to the top of the valley. You know that the walled city of Yolokoja was off to the northwest, with smaller villages in different directions otherwise. You know the coast is to the northeast.
We want to go to the coast to catch the ship, don't we?
Yeah, let's see. I have 1, 2, 3. I've got like 4 more hours of flight that I can sustain.
Okay.
So I'm gonna, I guess, follow the mountains that way. I'm sticking to the wilderness.
Okay.
We need to get back to the water anyway if we're going to take the ship back to
And
Aviera.
I'll fly
Well-
low.
Sure. I mean, the 4 hours will basically get you down the mountain and most of the way out of the exclusion zone. However, it would. But as you kind of crest the top of Renan's Fall, you can see this devastated area around the volcano. And it looks like it goes like 20 miles in every direction or thereabouts. And you can barely make out the walls of Yolokoja. And but then you just ignore it and keep going, flying down the mountain.
I mean, if I can, I'm trying to stick to the mountains.
Right, yeah. Well, you're a lone spire mountain. You're not in a mountain range.
Ah, okay.
Think like Lonely Mountain.
I gotcha. Okay.
Here, let me, as a reminder, since it's been a while,
It had been some time.
Been a while since we've seen the outsides.
what
Thank
kind
God.
of what you would know of the immediate terrain is something like this.
How cold is the area?
It's nippy. It's brisk. It's not snowing.
All right.
But you can tell that it's it's midday. At night it probably goes below freezing. Now, are you making for one of these villages?
We can cast Tiny Hut and rest if you need to.
And you also need to contact the ship at some point.
You know what? All right. Does it look like anything wacky's going on out here?
Nothing immediately strikes you as wacky.
Okay. Anything mundanely concerning?
I mean, the surrounding area has been devastated by some magical effect, but you knew about that already. There's nothing really that strikes you as like, there's no army encamped and surrounding the mountain, if that's what you're worried about.
That's what I was worried about.
Yeah, maybe.
No, they have had insufficient time to mobilize. They are not there yet. Would you like to make camp there?
That feels like a trick question. It's also the most defensible position we have, so yes. Actually, hit under. Because I got time and spells. How easy is this mountain to traverse?
It's actually not that bad of a climb because it was a cinder cone volcano. It's basically just like a straight shot up and down at an angle. It's a steep grade. You still want like either like tools or like a pickaxe that you can use to kind of haul yourself up it type deal. Those type of climbing implements. But it's not a hard climb. There's not like any vertical sections.
Alrighty. Yeah, let's encamp here.
Here being the very top of the caldera.
Yeah.
On the rim. Okay.
On the rim? No. The rim is can be spotted there.
Well, that's where you
Actually,
are right now. Where do you intend to make camp?
Actually, hold on. Yeah, Stein, make that like.
Make
Yeah,
the
do
tiny
it on
hut
the
rock
rim.
colored.
Yeah, make it rock colored, and yeah, I guess we'll put it on the rim.
Okay. I'll do that.
Yeah.
Set up a...
Sorry, my mind was like switching over to a different character's spell sheet. I'm like, wait, hold on a second. I didn't take that types of magics. What am I thinking?
Yeah, I'll ritual cast it and I'll make it look like the earth around us. So that we're hidden.
Yeah, fortunately, because cinder cones are made basically from the volcanic ash and obsidian of the mountain, it's actually fairly uniform in color, and it's easy to blend in.
Oh, good. And we'll take a long rest. We'll take a long rest.
Okay. Yeah, you whittle the hours away till the sun sets. Are the two of you setting a watch?
Yes,
Yeah, we'll have to.
I'm on third.
There but two of us.
Okay. Well, he's on third. Are you taking a watch then, Stein?
Wait, Stein, how many hours of sleep do you need? Stein.
I'm checking that. It doesn't actually say. It says I have the deathless nature, and it says I don't need to breathe. And it talks about spider climb. I'm not sure. Not on my character sheet,
You
anyway.
probably need normal rest then.
You're using the death one. Sorry, what's the name of the race again?
Danfear race. I'm a human / Danfear. Was a human and then he turned.
You know what? I have an easier solution to this. Wakeful rest potion. I down the caffeinated beverage.
Okay.
I pass one over to Stein.
Okay.
Take the 3 out of my bag.
Yeah.
What does
Those
that
will come
do?
in handy, actually. You don't have to take a long rest, but you benefit from a long rest.
You don't have to
You don't
sleep.
have to sleep.
You do have to rest.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then we can
Yeah.
both sit on watch and just rest.
Exactly.
And yeah, mister, you would need to sleep still.
Okay.
Alright. The night passes without incident. Morning comes along with frost. It was a cold night.
Lucina, just to clarify, you're putting 3 wakeful rests in your inventory? I'm going to take them out of mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
As morning comes, a few flakes of snow swirl in the air.
All right, Stein.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Under. I stepped on you.
I was just about to say that you guys have had a successful long rest, if I wasn't clear.
Alrighty. Stein.
Yeah.
Call
Cool,
the boat.
I get my max HP back.
Max
Alright.
HP. You get 0 hit points on his 0 hit points.
I called the boat.
Okay. What do you say to him?
Meet us at, and I give him where we're located.
No, the
coast,
city, the
coast.
dock city.
What city was it that we went and docked at?
Tamaway.
Do you have the D&D map? The map?
Okay,
Do you have
Tamaway.
Discord
Alright.
up?
Then I'll tell him to come to Tamaway, and we'll meet him there.
Wait, how close is he?
Well,
Unclear.
Stein sent that message. You get back, Stein. Aye, we'll be there in 3 days when we finish this current run. See you soon.
We got 3 days.
Very close.
How long will it
Alright.
take us to get back there?
Well, we can effectively make by land travel 4 hexes a day. Although I am fully rested,
As am I.
so I have a different proposal. Underdark, how cold is the water out here?
What water?
Off the coast.
Pretty cold.
Cold enough that ice would stay frozen?
If it wasn't salt water, yeah. Like if it wasn't a fucking ocean.
Oh, so the
You notice there's a lack of surface water on the map?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not accidental.
R-
There's tundra just to your southwest.
My point is, could a large chunk of ice remain unmelted for a good while out in that ocean?
Yes. Icebergs are a thing.
Excellent.
As long as it's not salt.
All right. Because I have an idea. Let's see.
Lucina casts Icecraft.
I may have been planning to make the frozen aircraft carrier. But you know what? Let's solve that problem when we get to it. So
We'll jump off that bridge
Let's
when we
see.
come to it.
yeah, let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 10 hours of flight I can provide at that increased movement speed. How far could that get us under if I flew us?
You would probably be able to make, let's see. You'd probably get 6 to 8 hexes, depending. That's all you did for the day was travel? The depending is really like if you stop to do anything on the way. If it's just straight up, you're just hopping flight spells for 10 hours, you'll make the full 8 hexes.
Oh shit, that could get us out to the coast by Dinka.
Yes, in 1 day.
That's what I'd recommend.
Mm-hmm.
Not smart to go to the city that we're known in.
Besides, if we can get to the water, I can just take us into the water. All right. Hey Stein, do you need anything out here?
What do you mean?
I'm gonna say I should probably stick you guys back in the portable hole. Is it possible to keep the lid open to that? So
It's 6 feet in diameter.
oh yeah, so I can just leave it kind of hanging open.
The portable hole? No, it has to be on a flat surface.
Yeah, no.
No,
How
no,
are-
not the portable hold, the bag of
Why-
holding.
Why are you trying to leave it open? What?
Because I can just fly us more easily spell slot wise if you're in a thing I can carry.
I understand all of that, but why do you have to leave it open?
Well, because presumably we're also taking Stone Soup with us, so having to accommodate for her needing of oxygen.
Ebony Horsefly as well. Has the same flight speed as you.
How long does it last though?
12 hours.
How big is it?
Enough
Ebony
for one
Horsefly,
person.
Oh shit. Okay, in that case, Stein, get in the bag. I'll just fly us that way. That way I still have spell slots.
You'll just
Well,
have to
Stein would
open
get in
it
the
up.
portable hole.
You'll just have to open it up every now and again and let us breathe.
Yeah,
Well, let the other ones breathe anyway.
exactly.
Is that what you're doing?
Indeed. I shall spend the whole day flying us on the portable horsefly due northeast.
Okay.
Preferably as close to the clouds as I can.
Sure.
We have a compass too, yeah?
I don't know. Do you?
Rourke, where's your inventory?
I have navigator tools.
I take your compass.
So you're gonna try to navigate through the clouds?
I also have a spell scroll of Find the Path.
Wait, how long does that last?
I have no idea. I just have it in my inventory. I was like, oh, by the way, I have that.
Lasts up to 1 day.
Concentration. Hmm. I suppose I could try casting that. It is a cleric spell.
You're gonna concentrate on that instead of fly.
I'm flying on the
He's using
horsefly
Ebony.
How is Stone Soup flying?
in the bag.
Okay.
I'm fairly certain the logistics here are doable. We can just move the stuff from the bag to the hole.
Yeah. They are.
Put
I think you just
yeah, I
put
got
it
what
in
you
the
guys are
hole
doing.
for Soup to breathe.
Yeah, I'll just leave the bag open. That way Soup can breathe. Stein and all the stuff that doesn't need oxygen will be in the hole. I'll be on the fly.
I got you. Yeah. And you start navigating through the clouds towards You're traveling for the village of Dinka.
No, we're going for the like the ocean to the north of it. Like
I got you. Okay.
yeah, kind of that yeah, you get what I mean.
Yep. Yeah. And with Find the Path, it's not very hard. As the day starts to come to a close.
Wait, do I not need to make the check to cast the spell?
Oh, I thought you said it was something you could cast at your level and all that.
Oh no! It's a cleric spell.
It's
I don't
sixth
have
level, though.
and I have that level slot, but I don't have access to that level slot cleric.
Ah, okay. So it's a spell scroll on your list, but it's above what you can normally cast.
Correct. It is a cleric spell.
Yeah,
I'm only
I
4
gotcha.
levels of cleric.
All right, then yes, you do need to make the check. Sorry, I misunderstood your situation.
All good.
Then-
Can you enhance my ability, mister?
I'm just envisioning the logistics
I
of this.
can do that. Yes.
Constantly opening and closing the portable hole. Wait, come back out.
I'm like the fucking airport right now. You gotta get out your loading pass and ID like 5 times.
Take your belt off, take your shoes off, pull out any electronics and liquids, put them in the separate bin.
Remove
That's
all armor
effectively
pieces
what we're
and
doing with
weaponry.
the portable hole in the bag of holding.
Yep.
Well, I'm sorry, sir. You've been selected for secondary screening right this way.
Ah, shit. What are they gonna do about all the explosives?
All right. Stein, are you able to enhance my ability? Mister.
I said yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he did say yes.
Here we go. I think that fails.
Let's see. It is DC 10 plus the level of the spell. The scroll disintegrates. The spell fails to cast. Now, since you failed it, now you need to make an intelligence saving throw. Ooh, boy, you just made it.
Your brain doesn't fry. Congratulations.
That would be really awkward. The party waits in there for the expired flight time, pokes their heads out. They're still at takeoff. The pilot's dead. What happens under?
Thank you for flying Ebony Airlines.
The spell scroll disintegrates. Nothing happens.
Oh, I heard just made it like, oh, what
You,
horrible
you
effect.
just passed, yes.
Right, I was expecting like a, halfway effect. You know what I mean?
No, it's a you make it or you fail it type deal.
Yeah, neat. Well, I'm just gonna not mention that the navigational system is down and zoom.
Okay, are you still flying in the clouds?
Yeah, we'll occasionally dip down for a little look-see.
All right. Well, please make. Are you proficient with navigator's tools?
I am proficient with navigator's tools.
Well, then please make a navigator's tools check.
I don't know how that works.
It is an intelligence check plus your proficiency, since you have navigator's tools.
Would the other option be a survival check?
Yes.
Believe it or not, my numbers are higher if I just eyeball it.
Okay. Well, then go eyeball it.
I mean, you still have the compass. Even if you're not using the navigation ability, the compass does kind of
Make
give you some help.
your survival check.
Fuck you, dice.
Turns
Alright.
out he grabbed the joke compass that Friedman had in his navigator tools.
Yeah, the prank compass. I feel like it's this way, but his compass is telling me that way.
Okay.
All right, what happened? Give me the bad news, boss man.
So, on the last time, as you descend out of the clouds, you can see that you're at the coast, and there is a village about 6 miles to the north of you. Beyond that village, you can see what looks to be the start of a coniferous forest. It is not a village you are familiar with.
Wait, describe that again?
You are on a coast. There is grassland beneath you and the bay to the east. In front of you, to the north, about 6 miles away, looks to be a village. Beyond that village, you can see a coniferous forest going north. You do not recognize the village. It is not one you pass through and know about. But you can tell, based on the general shape of it, that you're probably just more north than you thought along the Bariloa Cape. But you're unsure of your exact position.
Cool.
It is also the sun is setting.
Is it cloudy?
Yes. And cold.
Well, good thing I have winter clothes. I'm half tempted to take a potion of wakeful rest and try navigating at night. But I know that's not going to work out well. So, yeah, I'll sit down in the forest.
Well, the forest is 12 miles north.
Oh. What's straight down?
Straight down looks to be grass and then a kind of rocky beach and then water.
I take us to the beach.
Okay. So there are some crabs there. They scuttle into the water as you approach.
I crack things open, and I start digging a trench.
Are you like force marching to stay up the extra hour to make yourself fortifications?
Let me clarify what I mean. Like, putting a divot in the hole in the ground so we can put the dome inside that hole so it sits lower in the ground.
I understand. To make an appreciable difference in
Yeah.
the height, you would have to spend some time doing this.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm definitely staying up a little later.
Okay, then make your con save. As you dig into the night and snow begins falling. Yeah, you spend an hour, dig yourself a nice little divot. The dome goes up. You take
Nice.
do you take a potion for the rest, or are you guys just setting a specific watch?
Let's see. Freeman, you had 3 potions, right?
I had 3 total, yes.
Okay, because I've got 3. You know, let's be a little conservative with resources. I'll have them sleep. I'll take a potion, stay up since I got good perception.
Okay.
Also, damn, that was some thunder overhead.
So you take your
No, it's
potion.
snowing.
You set up your dome. The snow continues to fall throughout the night. As morning dawns, it looks like about 3 feet of snow have fallen. The dome is partially buried and hard to see out of, and also hard to notice. You guys have had another successful long rest. And I think that is where we will call it for the evening.
Wow.